Alright guys, welcome to today's video. We'll be kicking into one, maybe two reactions. The first one, YouTube, don't come after me for this. I'm sure it's just clickbait. Hopefully. But it's called, I let my dad put his meat on my forehead. It's a little weird. But hear me out. I'm sure it's nothing. Or maybe it is something and we need to call the FBI. But before we start this video, I want to tell y'all that the Discord, Instagram, Twitter, and all that is in the description below, so make sure to do that, and I'll be putting the link to the original video in the description below. So yeah, let's hop into this.
Hi, my name is Kendra, and I'd like to tell you about the time I let my dad put his meat on my forehead. I know it sounds really crazy, but hear me out. When he first suggested it, it sounded weird, but that was only...
Yeah. Oh, it sounded weird. It sounded weird, guys. It sounded weird. The meat on the forehead sounded weird.
Because I didn't know how much it would help me. It also felt really good. Let me tell you about how this whole thing happened.
Okay.
To understand it, you need to know a bit more about myself. I am my parents' third child, but my two older siblings are boys. That meant I was the only girl in the family. My dad was very protective and caring, especially when it came to his little girl. He was really sweet and would always try to spend time with me.
Wholesome.
He was the one who made me love sports from an early age.
Okay,
but
dope.
Before we move on, hit that like button.
No, that's not.
And subscribe. This will let you live 10 amazing years longer. Trust me, it works. Anyway.
Okay. No lying. You know damn well it's not gonna do that.
Thanks to my dad, I decided to try out for the local soccer team, and I trained really hard after getting in. I got good at it, and eventually, they made me their captain.
What does it have to do with me on the forehead?
It was really awesome, I can tell you that. Mom and Dad were really proud of me, and they bought me a brand new soccer ball.
Hey, this video is sponsored by Nike. Get that out of here. Get that out of here.
To practice with at home. I don't like to brag, but my coach says I'm one of the best players on the team.
Oh, clap it up for this jackass. She's on the team and she's one of the best players of what? She's homeschooled, I bet. Voice crack.
If not the best. I'm so happy he thinks that, and I love to be able to play professionally one day. My teammates always call me nicknames like the female Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's so
Oh my
cool.
god, they're egging her on. Just shut the fuck up.
I try not to let it get to my head. Honestly, I think it's important to always keep training and trying your best no matter how good you are. Take Messi, for example. He's the best soccer player in the entire world, but he still trains every single day and his head is always in the game. I really look up to him. People believe I'll definitely go on to make millions of dollars just like all those amazing players when I go pro.
When you go... Oh my god. If she don't shut her chicken ass up right now about how she's going pro, I'm going to come through there and bitch slap her.
I mean, I don't know if that'll end up happening because girl and boy soccers work really differently, but I love to hear it, and it gives me hope that I can really make a good living doing what I love. Imagine how cool it would be. I'm a kid now, but eventually I'll grow up and have to get myself a job. I love it if I could be a professional player and go on the field to train every day instead of spending my time in a boring office job. I even want...
Hey, office job's better than what I do.
A few regional finals with my team. Some folks recorded my goals and then uploaded them online. Apparently those were really cool plays because I ended up becoming social media famous after that. It was
okay, then make you... Oh my god, you can make money off social media. Quit talking about soccer and just focus on the media, social media.
It was really cool, and I even got to sign a few autographs. And
bruh. No, you know damn well you didn't sign no damn autographs. Fucking 15-year-old or 14-year-old signing shit.
Anyways, my dad showed up to every single one of my games. I mean it when I say that he never, ever missed a single one. He promised he never would either. Dad always told me that he was my biggest fan, and I loved it. I think he was my good luck charm, and whenever he was around, I felt like I simply couldn't lose. I asked him if he'd still come when I began playing professionally, and he swore he'd always be there. No, the problem is that my dad's not a superhero. I know every kid likes to think their parents are super special, but they're humans just like the rest of us.
This girl don't shut up about soccer. Now she's fine talking about her dad, but I don't hear nothing about meat. I don't see no meat on the forehead. I want meat on the forehead right fucking now. If there's no meat on the goddamn forehead, I swear to God.
So when he began feeling really sick a few hours before one of my games, I told him he'd better stay at home.
You better stay
He wanted
home,
to come
Dad.
anyways,
So you
but
put
I
your meat on
insisted
my
it was
forehead.
okay. I told him that, but in reality, I felt awful about him not coming with us. Mom was there, and of course I love her so much, but it wasn't the same. I felt like there was no way the game could go right without Dad there. My gut told me there would be problems ahead, and that's exactly what happened. Just 7 minutes into the game, I was going for the ball. Imagine this. I was running as fast as I could. One of my players kicked the soccer ball into the air, and a member of the rival team tried to kick it away. I couldn't let that opportunity of a great goal go to waste, so I rushed forward, deciding to go for it. The problem was I wouldn't be able to jump in time to get it, so I had to go at it with my head. Oh, that was a really bad mistake. I can tell you that.
Why was that a really bad mistake, huh? Why was that a mistake? Huh?
Why, you might ask? Because the rival also had the same idea. We both collided headfirst and fell on the ground. I did manage to make a goal, but I didn't really care about it right then. I felt super dizzy, and then everything went black. When I came back to my senses, everyone was surrounding us. The girl I'd bumped heads against was sitting up and seemed to be doing okay, but looked really concerned. They all asked me if I
Yo, you got a big ass head!
was okay. The other girl had a big bruise and a knot in her head. I touched my head and felt the biggest knot on the side, too. Ugh. It was extremely gross. I was lucky I wasn't bleeding, but it wasn't good either. A few of the adults around me asked if I wanted to go to the hospital, and my mom was soon by my side. I declined, saying that all I needed was my dad. He would make it all okay. Mom said it was okay, and she drove me home, while I sobbed miserably.
Oh
My head
God.
really hurt as we rushed home. When we arrived, my dad looked at me and almost fainted. He couldn't believe his baby girl was hurt. He took a look at my head and
Baby
told
girl
me he knew
this,
exactly
baby
what
girl
to do to help
that.
me feel better. So he scurried off into the kitchen and grabbed a cold pack of meat and placed it on my head.
So your dad didn't put his meat on your forehead. He put a meat. He put ground beef on your forehead. Ha- He put a pork. He put. I mean. What? You know what? We're gonna do one more video, so. Bah! Guys, we are back with the next video, which is my mom loved my cream. Pretty sus, so let's hop into it.
Hi, I'm Xavier, and I know you're probably thinking the title is just clickbait. Nope, my mom really does love my cream. I know it sounds weird,
God.
but my story is actually more a series of unfortunate events that have gotten me into a rather messy situation. Let me explain. As a kid, I was pretty creative, always making stuff,
So
and
you
wanted to know
jacked
how
off,
things
and your
worked.
mom now loves
One
your
Christmas,
cream?
when I was about 12, my parents bought me a chemistry set with actual glass test tubes, spatulas, droppers, bottles of food coloring, and packets of different chemicals to test.
Oh,
Best present ever.
yay.
As I got older, I'd watch YouTube videos for ideas and create my own experiments. I'd raid the family trash bin for empty bottles and jars to use, then drop Mentos into cola and do all sorts of
It's the most
things with
basic
baking
bitch
soda.
stuff.
Not all my experiments were a success though. The carpet in my bedroom was testimony to that. Sometimes my experimental research got sidetracked, and I'd end up watching a different kind of video online. What do you expect? A boy's gotta do what a boy's gotta do. It was on one of those particular occasions when I heard Mum yelling my name as she came up the stairs. But I was too far gone to stop.
Oh my God.
I grabbed the closest thing, a small moisturizer jar that I'd taken earlier from the bathroom, and washed out, ready for my next experiment. Let's just say I gave the jar some fresh contents, screwed the lid on, and managed to make it look like I was busy doing my homework before my mother barged into my bedroom. "Didn't you hear me? Where's your dirty clothes?" she asked. "Sorry, was concentrating. These equations are hard. Don't know how you get anything done with all that junk on your desk." With a huff, she picked up the dirty clothes lying around my room and headed back downstairs. Over dinner, a few nights later, Dad told Mum she looked beautiful. I almost dropped my fork. That was different. Mum started raving about some new cream. I tuned out until I heard my name. "By the way, Xavier, I told you not to take my cosmetic containers until they were empty. I paid a ridiculous amount for that new anti-aging serum I found in your room. It seems to be working. My skin loves it. Don't touch it again, please."
Oh my god.
I had no idea what she was on about and started to object, but Dad quickly shut me down. "Don't argue with your mother, Xavier." The following week, I overheard Mum on the phone talking about what must have been the same new anti-aging product. At the mention of my name, my ears had pricked up. She told whoever she was talking to that I'd tried to steal it. She said it smelled weird, but the smell was worth it because it was really working for her, and offered to let them try a sample of hers. I'm smart, but I can be pretty dumb sometimes. I remembered the moisturizer jar I had left on my desk, and what was in it. I backed out quietly and went up to my room.
What?
The jar I had used was no longer in the desk with all my other experiment gear. It wasn't anywhere in the bathroom either. My mother seemed to think my cream was doing something for her skin, and she was about to share it with a friend. I don't think I have the balls to tell her.
No, you have
That's
balls.
way too awkward. But I can't let her keep using it, can I? What would you do if you were me?
Alright guys, it's time to wrap it up for today's video. Like I said, Twitter, Instagram, Discord down in the link below. I hope y'all guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.